Nitinbhai, we can go on. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome everybody. આ પ્રસંગ અને આ ઇવેન્ટ આપણે બહુ શોર્ટ નોટિસથી આપણે શરૂ કરી હતી અને બધાનો સાથ મળ્યો છે. વી આર સો હેપી અબાઉટ ઇટ. અને બેઝિકલી કોકિલાબેન, પ્રભાબેન ને અમે લગભગ અઠવાડિયા પહેલાં વિચાર કર્યો કે આ એક ઇન્સિડન્ટ આપણી લાઈફમાં બની ગયો 60 વર્ષ પહેલાં. એને હેઝ અફેક્ટેડ સો મેની પીપલ ઇન સો મેની વેઝ. અને આજે ઝૂમ દ્વારા આપણે ભેગા થઈ અને આપણે જે 4 ભાઈઓને વી લોસ્ટ ધેમ ઓન દેટ વેરી ટ્રેજિક ડે, વિલ રિમેમ્બર ધેમ એન્ડ ઓનર ધેમ. અને જે પણ કાંઈ કોઈને યાદ હોય, કારણ કે ઘણા આપણા મેમ્બર્સ છે જે આવેલા છે, જે દે વર ક્વાઇટ યંગ, એ લોકોને ખ્યાલ પણ નહોતો કે વોટ રિયલી હેપન્ડ. સો જે પણ કોઈ કાંઈ અરવિંદ પટેલ વોઝ ધેર રાઇટ એટ ધ સીન. સો અરવિંદ પટેલ વિલ ઓલ્સો બી એબલ ટુ ટેલ અસ વોટ રિયલી હેપન્ડ. નીતિનભાઈ, થેન્ક યુ.
જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ બધાને. જય સિયારામ. જય સ્વામિનારાયણ. રામ સ્તુતિ અને હનુમાન ચાલીસા ગાઈસ. लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशिनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरन्तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये. मनोजीवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये. श्री राम 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 श्री रामचंद्र कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम् नवकञ्जलोचन कंजमुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम हरण भव भय दारुणम श्री राम। कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरद सुंदरम कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरद सुंदरम पटपीत मानव तड़ित रुचि सुचि नवमि जनक सुतावरम हरण भव भयदारुणम हरण भव भयदारुणम श्री शिरमुकुट कुंडल तिलक चारों दारयंग विभूषणम शिरमुकुट कुंडल तिलक चारों दारयंग विभूषणम आजान भुजेश्वर चाप धर संग्राम जीत खर दूषणम हरण भव भयदारुणम श्री राम। भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदनम भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदनम रघुनंद आनंद कंद कौशल चंद दशरथ नंदनम हरण भव भय दारुणम श्री राम। इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम मम हृदय कुंज निवास कुरु कामादिखल दल गंजनम हरण भव भय हरण भव भय दारुणम् हरण भव भय दारुणम् श्रीराम હનુમાન ચાલીસા આપણે બધા સાથે બોલીશું. તમે બધા પણ જ્યાં બેઠા છો ત્યાં બોલજો. અને આ હનુમાન ચાલીસા આપણે જે બધા બોલીએ, વી આર ઓલમોસ્ટ ઓવર 100 people right now connected. સો આ બધા જેટલા બી આપણે બધા બોલીશું એ હનુમાન ચાલીસાનું ફળ આપણે જે વિનોદભાઈ વાત કરી તેઓના આત્માના કલ્યાણ માટે અને અત્યારના આ પેન્ડેમિક કાળની અંદર બધાના સ્વાસ્થ્ય સારા રહે, બધા સેફ રહે એના માટે પ્રાર્થના કરીને આપણે બધા સાથે હનુમાન ચાલીસા બોલીએ. श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारे बरनऊ रघुवर विमल यश जोदायक फल चार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम. बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन बिराज सुएसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा बिराज कांधे मूंज जनेहु साजे शंकर सोवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंह दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सहस्र बदन तुम रोयस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद सारद सहस्र अहिंसा यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि को विधि कही सके कहाँ थे. तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना, राम मिलाए राजपद दीना। तुम रहो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मिली मुख माहि, जल्दी लांग गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम रे थे। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाँकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नाशे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमंत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, इनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम रहे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम रहो भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख विसरावे। अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाय, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाय। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमंत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट हरे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमंत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाहि। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटे बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय माडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरणम, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय शरणम। उमापति महादेव की जय शरणम। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय शरणम। श्री राम जय जय राम। 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 श्री राम जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। जय जय राम, जय जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। बजरंग बली की जय। सद्गुरु देव की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव।
Nitin bhai, thank you so much.
नो थैंक यू प्रभुजी, સેવા થઈ ગઈ.
થેન્ક યુ. થેન્ક યુ તમે બધાએ આવ્યા. હું એકબીજાને એકને હું ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલી નામ નથી લઈ શકતો અત્યારે, બટ થેન્ક યુ તમે બધાએ હાજરી આપી ઝૂમ ઉપર. હવે આ પ્રોગ્રામ અમે 3 જણાએ શરૂ કર્યો હતો. એમાં કોકિલાબેન ને પ્રભાબેન, જે કોકિલાબેન ને હું લગભગ 60 વર્ષ પછી મળ્યો. સેમ થિંગ પ્રભાબેન. આ લોકો અમે 11, 12, 13 વર્ષના હતા ત્યારે આ અકસ્માત થઈ ગયો અને એટલું દુઃખ હતું અને કે આપણે એ ટાઈમે ઇવન સમજી પણ નહોતા શકતા કે શું થઈ ગયું. ને એ વખત મારા મોટા બાપા ને રામભાઈ ખાસ મિત્ર, એ લોકો ઘણીવાર સાંજના સાથે હોય, એકબીજાની દુકાને જતા હોય, ને જ્યારે આ થયું ત્યારે મને ખ્યાલ છે કે 2 અઠવાડિયામાં રામભાઈ ફ્રોમ ટોટલ બ્લેક હેર એના હેર ટર્ન્ડ white. It was shocking. I still remember it so vividly. જ્યારે આ અકસ્માત થયું ત્યારે મારા મોટા બાપા વોઝ સો અપસેટ કે ઘરે એને ખાવા પીવાનું એ કે જ્યાં સુધી આ બોડીઝ ન મળે. એમ વાત છે કે ખાલી 2 જ બોડી મળી હતી અને 2 પછી એક પછી થોડા વખત પછીથી મળી. એ આપણી સાથે અરવિંદ પટેલ છે, સૂર્યકાંતભાઈ છે, જે આ વાત આજે કરશે. આપણે શાંતિથી જરાક વાત કરશું. એ લોકો જે કે આપણને કહેશે કે શું થયું, કારણ કે જે યંગર જનરેશન્સ છે એ લોકોને તો ખ્યાલ જ નથી. અને ફિમેલ્સ એટ દેટ ટાઈમ વર ટોટલી શિલ્ડેડ. મને ખ્યાલ છે કે 8 દિવસ પછી બોડીઝ મળી. મારા મોટા બાપા લેન્ડરોવરમાં 2 બોડીઝ દે વર સ્વોલન અપ એ લઈ ગયા અને ઇટ વોઝ સો ટ્રેજિક. સો વિધાઉટ એક્સપેન્ડિંગ ફર્ધર, હું આ મંચ પ્રભાબેનને આપીશ. ને પ્રભાબેન, યુ કેન શેર તમે શું ક્યારે હાવ યુ saw the situation that time and how it has affected you. Thank you.
Would you want me to get you to come out, or you want to sit in a chair?
Prabhaban,
Okay.
could you just unmute? Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can hear you.
Yeah. Thank you all. I really appreciate this, and a special thanks to Vinod, Usha, and all the participants. I'm already very emotional, but I'll just say a few things about my brother, whom we still miss a lot. He never left us. I mean, we all understand they had their journey. His journey with us was very short. But for us, it happened in such an untimely time and in such circumstances that for me personally, it's still a very painful memory. So I hope that you don't find me a nuisance, but I still get emotional about it. On that fateful day on December 4th, it was in Kericho. It was a day when most of the people in the town were celebrating Jaya Parvati Vrat. It was a Monday. So was my mother. And some of these kids were going on a picnic, and my brother offered to, distribute the prasad that we would be doing. But he had just come home from Nairobi for a vacation. He was studying in Nairobi, and he offered. He was such a kind, very caring human being. And he says, "No, Mom, there's a lot to be done. Let me help you out." And then my mom said, "No, you need to go and have some fun. Enjoy your vacation. We'll take care of it." She didn't know at the time that he would never be returning home. So that's how it happened. He was there. My younger brother, Rajan, some of you know him as Rajni, was also on that trip. He witnessed this tragedy, and it has left a very strong, mark on him too. Unfortunately, today he's not feeling very well. He's logged on, and he may be able to say something later on. But anyway, the way we found out was like late afternoon. One of my family friend's son came, and he didn't tell us the whole news, but he said my younger brother, Rajan, was in trauma. He was, and he was taken to Suryakant Bhai's house. We used to be very close. His mother, we called him Foy, Savita Foy. And my brother was taken there. So my mother, myself, and I had an infant sister then. I guess I was going to be her caretaker. We went to their house. And I remember the whole night, people talking, all the confusion, all the desperation. I remember all that. And the days and the weeks after that, there was, as far as I remember, everything was very tragic. Everything was, everybody just going to the river every day, trying to retrieve the bodies, trying to find some words, some hope, trying to build a bridge, as far as I remember. And somehow the healing took its time. It came long, slow measures. And for some, it never came at all. For my parents, they changed. They were not the same anymore. Life went on, but they were not the same. As far as I remember, the first body was found about a month later. That was Jitubai. 4 weeks later, yes. And then Satish's body was found about 2 weeks after that. And Rasik Bhai's body was found almost 3 months after that, if I remember correctly. Remember, I was only 12, 13. And Rasik Bhai's family was in Uganda. He was the only one there in Kericho earning a living for his family, only breadwinner. And my brother's body was never found. My mother always lived with the hope that one day, maybe he was saved, and one day maybe he will come home. She kept that hope going for a long, long time. When the time came for the family to move to Nairobi, and she didn't want to move. She didn't want to change her home because she thought maybe he would return. Anyway, this is how we are. My brother has moved on his journey, and we have tried our very best to move on, but it's still a painful memory. I think for now, I will just say this much because I'm getting too emotional. I will let Kokila and Prafulabin say something about their brothers.
Kokila Ben.
Jai Swaminarayan, Jai Sri Krishna. We have gathered here today, give you a little introduction of my family. My Mota Bhai Suresh Bhai, sisters Prafula Ben, Dharmishta, Daksha, Kiran, and myself Kokila. Today we have all gathered here to pay tribute to our brothers whom we sadly lost in the drowning accident 60 years ago on the 4th of December 1961. In this accident, we lost our 2 brothers. My friend Prabha's brother and our teacher Rasik Bhai 60 years ago. This little town in Kericho was in deep shock for months. The whole town was mourning for months and months. Even today, we really emotional and carry this hurt. As family, we never talked about this sad incident, fearing that our parents would get upset. But today, after 60 years, we are opening up, asking questions, how, why. I am sure from families would like to share their views on this incident and pray for all the departed souls, loved ones. And we will have few bhajans in their memories. We wish them so much. Thank you. Jai Swaminarayan.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. Arvind Bhai, are you there? Arvind Bhai?
Yes, I can hear you, Vinod. Thank you very much for organizing these bhajan prayers for our beloved, for friends. Satish was like a brother to me. We grew up together. We played together. We went to Kisumu together. And we came on holiday in 3rd or 2nd of December together, not knowing that Satish would leave us so quickly. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you. I think, is there anybody? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Prabha, if you could just mute, please. I'll mute you.
Can I continue?
Yes.
Well, I'll start by saying that the tragic story of Kericho, where 4 young boys aged 14 and 17 years of age lost their lives on the 4th of December, some 60 years ago. Gordon Bhai S. Patel, our teacher, very loved teacher, he was called G.S. Patel, who had been running an education institute in PBH building, had organized a picnic for the students and other children of Kericho. We, meaning the students who studied in Kisumu and Nairobi, we returned home from Kisumu and Nairobi for our holidays. So Mr. G.S. Patel humbly asked us to join the picnic party. The place selected was, not anybody knows, or if they don't know, I'll let them know. The place selected was Bureti Tea Estate on the huge open green grass area on the bank of River Bureti. It was a mixed group of boys and girls. There are many names I don't remember now, but I do remember most names. Very much looking forward to having lots of fun. On arrival, everyone started enthusiastically playing games, dancing, singing songs, catching up with gossip. There was too much gossip in Kericho, and other activities. There was an island with trees across the river, boys being boys. We wanted to make an adventure going across to the island, crossing the river, and venture the woodlands on the other side of the river. So some 7 or 8 boys at the time, I'm forgetting the number of boys, but forming a chain, tightly held hands. In the beginning was Suryakant coming out of the Suryakant Bhai, now Kericho Wholesalers. He had a thorn in his foot, so he came out, assisted by our cousin Shashikant, Dr. Shashikant Patel, our cousin. They walked out, and I decided to join in. I didn't want to miss the fun of the venture, crossing the river to go to the woodland in the island. In the chain, not to be left out. The people in the chain first was Rasik Bhai, the assistant of G.S. Patel's Education Institute. Jitendra Bhai was number 2. Jitendra Bhai from Wool Bazaar, Jitendra Bhai Rambhai Patel. Dinesh Manibhai Patel from Kericho Motor Mart, Prabha's elder brother, Rajni's elder brother, Hashmukh Ben's younger brother. And I don't remember the other siblings' name, but I'm sure they were much younger in those days. The 4th was Satish Rambhai Patel, again from Wool Bazaar, my very best friend. And finally, it was me, Arvind, from Motibai M. Patel Limited, for those people who don't know me by name and by appearance. Now I'll come to the incident. The river was overflowing due to the December rains. The original river is the deepest in the middle of the river. It has a U shape. We all proceeded to cross, laughing and joking, enjoying the cool water, holding hands very tightly. The water getting deeper as we proceeded, nearing the riverbed. Halfway, we started to float, and all of a sudden, we were being swept away by the strong current flow of water. Rasik Bhai, being the front leader, was the first in the chain, was immediately swept away, pulling us together, pulling us all together with him. The force of the water broke the chain. So, hamara haath chuti gaya tha. The flow of the water broke as we were swept away. I could hear the boys and the girls in the ground screaming. The boys are drowning and not visible. So we were submerged in the water. There was a well near the river many years ago. When the river waters are low, you could have seen the well. But because of the December rains, the river was overflowing. So the well was covered by water. Nobody could see that. That well was filled with barbed wires on the instructions of the then manager of the estate many years ago. We don't know the reason why they put barbed wires in that well. This was within the river, which created the whirlpool, because now the waters were heavy and the river was overflowing, so it covered the well. The well was whirlpool created. Whirlpool was created near the well. So one after the other boys, circling the whirlpool, got sucked into the whirlpool and got trapped. Maybe they might have eventually got tangled in the wire in the well. I was last in the chain because I came in the last after Satish. I was last in the chain and on the outer circle of the whirlpool. Going round few times, managed to swim out of the river bank, came out of the river bank and catching the grass, I came out on the shore. I was so scared. Obviously, I was only about 14 years of age in those days. Crying, shivering, and shaking terribly, calling my friends who were in water, come out of water, but not to wail. I was screaming to the other people outside on the ground to help save the drowning boys. So Mr. G.S. Patel tried to come near the shore, but he fainted there. Our elder brother, Suresh Bhai, he said, I will go and save my brothers. But people held him back. On the 4th of December, every year, I relive the tragedy, say my prayers for the lost friends. It was a black day, overcome with shock and grief for the community of Kericho town. Not a single person was not affected, not a single person. Everybody was very sad, very, very sad. The two party politics came together despite their differences, stood shoulder to shoulder at the river bank, trying to help. All the cars, all the lorries were at disposal of people. Finally, nobody was able to do anything for those 4 boys, but we tried and called the divers from Nairobi, but none was found. Like Prabhash said, 3 bodies were found many, many miles away from the spot. Unrecognizable, like she said as well. Also, 1 body finally was found somewhere near a Ahero, which is not very far from Kisumu. The tragedy was we could not even perform our Hindu rites. And that hurts me most. I still have many times I have nightmares. I'm sorry for being emotional even now. Like my sister, Prafula Ben, Kokila, Daksha, Dharmista, Prabha, Damu, Rajni, a brother of mine. I'm sorry, please accept my prayers for your brothers. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Very tough. Very tough.
It is tough.
It's tough for everybody, my friend. Suresh Bhai? Suresh Bhai? Suresh Bhai?
જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ, જય સ્વામિનારાયણ બધાને. આ ટ્રેઝરી બની હતી ત્યારે હું સાથે જ હતો. અહીંયાથી અમે કેરીચોથી સોમવારનો દિવસ હતો, કેરીચોમાં રજાના દિવસ હતા ને અમે પિકનિક કરવા ગયા સાથે. એમાં અમારી જોડે એમના મોટા ભાઈ સતીશના ને જીતેન્દ્રના મોટા ભાઈ સાથે આવ્યા પિકનિકમાં.
Looks like there is internet issue.
Surendra Bhai, yes, Surendra Bhai's got internet issue. So if you can just call up the speaker, well, I'll just add the next speaker on, and then just if he logs on again, he'll be on. Okay.
Nathu Bhai ne bola?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I will.
Nathu Bhai? Nathu Bhai. Unmute. Nathu Bhai. તમારું અનમ્યુટ કરો.
સુરેશભાઈ કીધું કે અમે તમને સાચવા આવી ગયા છે ને આજે
Let Surendra Bhai continue if he can.
Yes, I will. Yeah. We lost him.
Am I coming on or waiting for Suresh Bhai to finish?
Yeah, come on. Come on,
Okay,
Surendra Bhai
thank you.
આવશે તો we'll give him space. Thank you.
Just to make the security and everything, I'm very sorry to say that now most of the things which were supposed to be said have been said, especially by Arvind and Suresh, they were there. So now, to change the mood, if you don't mind, I will do my bhajan so that it will change the situation for me. Yes? Okay. Sadaguru Ganapati Dharda Sadaguru Ganapati Dharda Ane Trane Naman Karva Sharan Gaye Saraswati Maya Surati Saraswati Maya Surati Ane Ganapati Diye Ema Bajarangi Paldi આ બધા કર્મના ખ્યાલ છે. કર્મનો સંગાતી કોઈ નથી જીવનો સંગાતી चरणे नाथ विचरणे संग चरणे कर्म नो कदाचित
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Nathubai.
रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, अम्बे मात की जय. Ashwin, I can see you enjoying the bhajan. It was nice. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Nathubai. Juni yaad avi gayi. Thank you so much. And
Now, sorry, by the way,
Sure.
the young boy playing tabla with me is my son Raju. Raju, can you help me for a minute, please? He has been playing with tabla with me since he was 9 years old. He is now 57 years old.
Thank you.
So, you know, all these years, Navaratri, Bhajans,
Lovely,
music party,
lovely.
everything.
Thank
He's a good
you.
singer as well. I'll send his record to you as well.
Thank you.
Vinod, this is Vinod Bhai, his wife Usha Ben,
Thank you.
and Ashwin Mama is there somewhere in the middle as well. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, ji, Nathubai.
Thank you.
Suresh Bhai છે audience માં. Suresh Bhai. Suresh Bhai.
Krishna.
Let me just say Krishna Bhai. Moda Bhai, please.
You're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I had lost my brothers. I was up here with them, and I could not see that. I got nothing to say.
Suresh Bhai, આ દુઃખ બહુ જ છે.
Sorry, my dad, very obviously, emotional. The memories are all flooding back after 60 years. Even myself growing up, very little was spoken in front of my dad. We only heard a few little pieces. I knew some bits, and it's very interesting today to hear all the memories that everyone had. I know that all four had bright futures ahead of them. I know my Satish Kaka and Jitu Kaka, I've heard about their lives when they were young, and it seemed that they had bright futures ahead of them as well. And I wish they were here now, and I wonder what they'll be like. It's a very sad event. I'm just happy to hear everyone's stories, remembering what they were like when they're younger. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's still today when we think about it, it was like we lost a family member, And I met Bharti about after 60 years, and we could still feel the same pain. I could feel the still same pain in the family. મોટી બેન ક્યાં છે? મોટી બેન ભજન ગાશે? પ્રફુલ્લાબેન? પ્રફુલ્લાબેન છે? Thank you, Suresh Bhai. Thank you, thank you.
હું ભજન ગાઈશ.
જરૂર. જો તમારે કાંઈ કહેવું હોય તો પણ કહેજો કાંઈ પણ.
મારથી કહેવાશે તો હું ભજન ગાઈશ. જીવ તું રંગ થઈ રહે છે મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે પ્રભાતે રામને રટજે ગીતાના પાઠ તું કરજે પ્રાણી તું પાપથી ડરજે મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે શીખ શિખામણ સંતની લેજે ગુરુ જ્ઞાનમાં રહેજે કપટથી રામ નહીં રીજે મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે જીવતું રંક થઈ રહેજે મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે ભલે હોય રંક કે રાણા ભલે હો ચતુર કે સાણા ભજન ભક્તિ વિના પાણા મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે કાયા છે કાચની કોઠી ભરી છે પાપની પોઠી જગની જંજાળ છે ખોટી મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે જીવતું રંક થઈ રહેજે મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે દુખીને દાન તું દેજે કથામાં જ્ઞાન તું દેજે ગરીબી શાનથી સહેજે મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે જીવતું રંક થઈ રહેજે મંદિરમાં હાજરી દેજે પ્રભાતે રામને રટજે ગીતાના પાઠ તું કરજે ગીતાના પાઠ તું કરજે જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ
મારા કાકી પુષ્પાબેન
Vinay, she's not available today. Sorry, she's not able to sing. So sends her apologies.
Okay.
So next one.
So next one is Niruben.
Okay, Niruben Solpal. I'll just.
Niruben Solpal ready now.
Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna badane. Jai Shri Krishna.
Niruben મારા મોટા બેન છે.
જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ બધાને જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ આ જીવન
મારા બી મોટા બેન છે.
આ જીવન એક પંખીનો મેળો છે. જેમ પ્રફુલ્લાબેને કહ્યું કે તું કૃષ્ણ ભગવાનનું નામ સ્મરણ કરતો રહેજે. આ જીવન એક પંખીનો મેળો છે, કાયમ તો નથી રહેવાનું. કૃષ્ણ ભગવાને ગીતામાં કહ્યું છે કે આત્મા તો અમર છે, પરંતુ નાની વયે મા બાપ, ભાઈ બહેનો, સગા સંબંધીઓને રડતા મૂકી ભવ દરિયામાં તણાઈ જાય છે. ત્યારે ભાઈ બહેન, મા, સગા સંબંધી, મા બાપ કહે છે, ઓ નીલ ગગનના પંખેડું તું કાનવ પાછો આવે. ઓ નીલ ગગનના પંખેડું તું કાનવ પાછો આવે. અમે ભગવાનનું સ્મરણ કરતા આજ લગી તમારી વાટ જોઈએ છે, આજ લગી તમારી વાટ જોઈએ છે. આજે પ્રાર્થના કરીએ પરમ કૃપાળુ પ્રભુ આ દિવ્ય આત્માને ચીર શાંતિ આપે, ચીર શાંતિ આપે, ચીર શાંતિ આપે. प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, राम 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 राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। पाप कटे दुख मिटे लेते राम नाम। पाप कटे दुख मिटे लेते राम नाम। भव समुद्र दुखत नाम एक राम नाम। भव समुद्र सुखत नाम एक राम नाम। राम 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 राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। परम शांति सुख निधान नित्य राम नाम। परम शांति सुख निधान नित्य राम नाम। निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम। निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम। राम 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 बदा बोलो राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। संत हृदय सदा वसत एक राम नाम। संत हृदय सदा वसत एक राम नाम। परम गोप्य इष्ट मंत्र एक राम नाम। परम गोप्य इष्ट मंत्र एक राम नाम। राम 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 राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। महादेव सतत जपत दिव्य राम नाम। महादेव सतत जपत दिव्य राम नाम। प्रेम सुमन विकस जीवन एक राम नाम। प्रेम सुमन विकस जीवन एक राम नाम। राम 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 राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम।
हिरुबेन so nicely done.
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। मात पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम। मात पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम। भक्त जनन जीवन धन एक राम नाम। भक्त जनन जीवन धन एक राम नाम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। श्यावर रामचंद्र भगवान नीजे पवन पुत्र हनुमान नीजे। आ दिव्य आत्मा જ્યાં પણ રહે ભગવાન એને પરમ શાંતિ આપે અને એના ભાઈ બહેનોને આ ટાઈમે ખૂબ જ શક્તિ આપે એવી પ્રાર્થના કરું છું ભગવાન પાસે. જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ, જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ, જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ.
Thank you, Niruben. Thank you. That was so nice. કોકિલાબેન, તમે કે દીપાલીબેન ભજન લેશો તો સારું. કોકિલાબેન ને દીપાલીબેન હોય તો સાથે તો એને જે પણ હોય.
Is Dipali Ben here?
Oh, I'm here. Deepika?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking for Dipali.
Yes,
Hello,
she's
Jai
there.
Shri Krishna. Where is Dipali Ben? Is she here?
Yes, she's there, yeah.
Dipali che? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll find.
So after Kokilaben, Dipaliben, please.
जय श्री कृष्ण, जय स्वामीनारायण। कोई आज जैसे कोई काल, या तो पंखीड़ानो मेड़ो। कोई आज जैसे कोई काल, या तो पंखीड़ानो मेड़ो। माटे भजलो दीन दयाल, या तो पंखीड़ानो मेड़ो। आ तो पंखीड़ानो मेड़ो, आ तो युग दर्शननो फेरो। माटे भजलो दीन दयाल, या तो पंखीड़ानो मेड़ो। कोई आज जैसे कोई काल, या तो पंखीड़ानो मेड़ो। सर्वे ऋषिनो बंधे मळिया, कोई जन्म्या शंकुट फळिया। जेवा आव्या तेवा जाय, या तो पंखीड़ानो मेड़ो। कोई आज जैसे कोई काल, या तो पंखीड़ानो मेड़ो। માયાનો ખેલા છે ખોટો, કાયા પાણીનો પરપોટો, ક્યારે ફૂટે એ કહી ન શકાય, યા તો પંખીડાનો મેળો, કોઈ આજ જશે કોઈ કાલ, યા તો પંખીડાનો મેળો, સાથે ના આવ્યો કોઈ આવે, સૌએ સૌના રસ્તે જાવે, જેવા વાદળિયા વિખરાય, યા તો પંખીડાનો મેળો, કોઈ આજ જશે કોઈ કાલ, યા તો પંખીડાનો મેળો, મળ્યો માનવ જન્મય મોલો, આવી હરિ ભજનમાં ડોલો, શંકર અમૃત વાણી ગાય, યા તો પંખીડાનો મેળો, કોઈ આજ જશે કોઈ કાલ, યા તો પંખીડાનો મેળો, માટે ભજલો દીન દયાલ, યા તો પંખીડાનો મેળો, માટે ભજલો દીન દયાલ, યા તો પંખીડાનો મેળો. જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ બધાને.
Vinabai, we have a speaker if you want Daksha to speak next.
Hello.
Sorry, you're muted. Just unmute, Vinabai. I'll just unmute you. So would you like Daksha to go ahead first, Vinabai? You need to unmute, Vinabai. Let me just unmute you. Okay, go ahead, speak. Vinabai?
Yeah, Daksha can go ahead first.
Yeah, okay, Daksha, I'll put you on. Thanks. So Daksha is there. Yeah, there we are.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Daksha, I can hear you. Thank you. Yes, go ahead, Daksha. I can hear you.
Hello, everybody. First, thank you to Vinod Bhai, Kokila, and Prabha for organizing this meeting. Everybody has said everything about what happened on the day. I mean, I was only 8, so I don't remember much. All I can say is, like everybody said, Kericho was one big family. So as us younger kids, we spend a lot of time with other families while adults were dealing with their grieving, attending to the visitors and all that. So what I'm going to say is about my memory of my brothers, which is not much. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to spend that much time with them. My memory of my brother Jitu Bhai is that he was a bit of a rebellious and not very academic, but he was a brilliant artist. And I will show you his work. This is what he painted without any proper classes or any guidance. And if he could do this one without anything straight out of his head, you can imagine how brilliant he would have been. And so I just think that, his work is absolutely outstanding. Even with the classes, a lot of people wouldn't be able to achieve what he did. I used to sit there hours on end watching him paint, and that was only because I was little bit of rebellious, and he used to keep me in his behind his shop in the store. So, but I wish I had learned something from him. But unfortunately, that was robbed from us, and you can never turn time back. And it's just one of those things we just have to live with. He was very trendy person. He liked his clothes, and you always find him walking around in his free time with camera. So he used to take a lot of photographs and all that. And for Satish Pai, unfortunately, it's just like a blur figure in my head. Can't remember much about it, but what I have heard from my elder brothers and sisters is he was extremely clever boy. And my dad's dream was that one day he will become a doctor. But again, God's wish, and he was taken away from us. But his best friends, like Sashikan Bhai, become a doctor, so we can say, okay, you know, at least there is one. He was very quiet person, and maybe that's why I can't remember him much. And again, he liked his clothes, and I'm sure Vinod Bhai knows that, you know, he was always in his wonderful sweaters and all that. And his favorite food was tikki puri, and my mom always used to make, for special days, make tikki puri. It's such a shame that we did not get a chance to know them better. It feels like, you know, you've been robbed of something very valuable that you can just never replace. No amount of money or anything can bring that back. And I just wish, just pray that wherever they are, you know, happy. I can imagine what my older brother siblings must have gone through as they grew up together, and lots of memory about them. For us youngsters, I suppose it didn't sink in. So all I can say is, you know, I can't even imagine what they must have gone through at that time. And for my parents, I can't even imagine what they must have gone through. And I mean, losing one child for a parent would be so difficult to accept. They lost two grown-up boys. And my hats off to my parents that they still kept very strong. They kept all of us together, and they made us a very strong, close-knit family. And it's my special thanks to my parents for sort of, you know, getting us so also close and looking after us, forgetting about the loss and everything. So yes, thank you very much to my parents and my older siblings. And we still find it very difficult to talk about this. When my mom was alive, obviously we couldn't, because we were always so afraid to hurt her. And now we have opened up, and every now and then we bring this subject up. But I'm sure one day we'll all get together and get everything out. So thank you very much for listening to me. And Vinod Bhai, you can ask somebody else to come now.
Could we have Dipali next? Daksha, thank you. Big hugs to you. Yeah. Dipali, I know where you are on the screen. I'll just pop you on. Okay. I found you. You with a little trio here, I think.
Yes.
There we are with Bijal. Yes. Okay. Hi, Dipali. Tell us about yourself, because you look terribly young for those days.
Yeah, I don't remember. But anyways, first of all, Badane Mara Jai Krishna. I am Mr. Ben's daughter-in-law, as you all know her very well. But yes, obviously I don't have any memories, but I have heard so much from the family, bits and pieces. So today, this is a good event to actually hear everyone else's stories. Very overwhelming, but it's so lovely to see that after so many years, 60 years, you know, it's just everyone, you know, all these memories are still so raw. But it's nice that it's like a little community getting together. You know, I can imagine in those days how everyone would have felt, and it's just nice to know that there's so much support for both the families. So, okay, I'm going to bhajan now. मीठा मीठा हा हा मीठा मीठा नाद वेणु नादोरती आवी आवी ने मारे काने अथराय नंदनो किशोर तो माखनो चोर गेलो नंदनो किशोर तो माखनो चोर गेलो कायो ने चारवा वनमा जाय माथे मुकुट ने मोर बीच शोभतो माथे मुकुट ने मोर बीच शोभतो फूलो ना झुमका काने लेराय मीठा मीठा हा मीठा मीठा नाद वेणु नादोरती आवी आवी ने मारे काने अतराय मुकी मुकी घर काम सो गोपियो मुकी मुकी घर काम सो गोपियो वृंदाते वन मां दौड़ी दौड़ी जाय काम काज मातेनु चितरो ना चोट तू काम काज मातेनु चितरो ना चोट तू वेणु नानाद मा मन डो मोहा मीठा मीठा हा मीठा मीठा नाद वेणु नादोरती आवी आवी ने मारे काने अथराय छम छमा चम गुगरियो वागती छम छमा चम गुगरियो वागती ढोलक ने जाज संग वागे पकवाज एक ताली लईने सो नाचता एक ताली लईने सो नाचता गोपी ने गोप आज बोल्या छे बान मीठा मीठा हा मीठा मीठा नाद वेणु नादोरती आवी आवी ने मारे काने अथराय पूनम नो चांदलियो शोभे आकाशमा पूनम नो चांदलियो शोभे आकाशमा जोई जोई ने कान के बाहर खाय आस पास नाचती गली थई गोपियो आस पास नाचती गली थई गोपियो बचमा राधा ने कान केवा सोहाय दास दयाना स्वामी शामरिया कायो ने चारवा वनमा जाय मीठा मीठा हा मीठा मीठा नाद वेणु नादोरती आवी आवी ने मारे काने अथराय आवी आवी ने मारे काने अथराय जय श्री कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण
Jai Shri Krishna. Could we have Ashwin Bhai Madhwani next, please? Thank you.
Welcome, Ashwin. And that was excellent. You know, she sang so well. You know, Ashwin, you may want to comment on her singing too.
Absolutely. So can everybody hear me? Are you able to hear me?
We can, yes, we're able to hear you. Just make it slightly louder, but that you're fine. Otherwise, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, okay. So first and foremost, Vinod, hats off to you for having organized such a fantastic roundup of people. My sympathies are sincerely extended, Prabha, to you and your family, Kokila. We remember you as a family, and what I'm left here to express and to emphasize, what a blessing it was for us to grow in a town like Kericho. This was, my father used to sort of say, in those days, they used to describe with very selected words. Kericho was like a Gokul Yugam. આટલા વર્ષ પછી 60 વર્ષ પછી આપણે આ જે દુર્ઘટના બની ગઈ હતી એને યાદ કરીને એકબીજાને આશ્વાસન આપી શકીએ છીએ. અમુક જે આપણા યંગસ્ટર્સ જે અત્યારના બ્યુટીફુલ ભજન ગાય છે, all I can say, my position, like I was same age as Kokila, Prabha, Vinod, we were all together, standard 6 or 7. We were just finishing our stint in Kericho. We remember this unfortunate event as if it was yesterday. The agony has been already expressed very painfully, and our sympathies and prayers for you, Prabha, Kokila, your family. Kokila obviously losing 2 brothers all on the same day must have been very, very painful. All we can say is wherever they are, we pray to the Lord Almighty that they are well, safe, and we can live rest of our life and move forward with the beautiful memory. And without taking too much time, Deepika, a verse from an old poetry, old bhajan comes to mind at this point in time when we think about the other side of our journey, life journey. And my father used to sing this bhajan. By the way, Kokila, my father worked for your dad when he first came from India in the 40s. So Rambai was like my father's boss. And we used to hear about your family all the time. And he pioneered his days. And my brother Ramesh, my Sofije Motata, he spent a lot of time during the sad situation to volunteer and go with Ratulal Pai in his van to do whatever they could. They were making sandbags to stop the water from flooding further so that the people can be able to help each other without getting any further calamities in this situation. Arvind has very vividly relived with the description that he gave. Arvind, my apologies for not being able to connect with you, but at this time, I would leave you with this short little पंक्ति. एक दिन जाऊं हरीना धाम में, जो ये दिवस ओचिंतो आवसे, जो ये दिवस ओचिंतो आवसे, ये न भूलता बेभान में, एक दिन जाऊं हरीना धाम में, बातु भक्ति नु साथे लई लेजो, बातु भक्ति नु साथे लई लेजो, ये भी ना भूलता बेभान में, एक दिन जाऊं हरीना धाम में. Jai Shri Krishna, everybody. Wonderful to meet everybody. That's it.
Ashwin, you spoke so eloquently. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ashwin, Dr. Ashwin Madhwani is a retired obstetric gynecologist doctor in Toronto now. He practiced so many years in Nova Scotia. And so nice to see you, Ashwin. Thank you. Thank you for speaking.
Ashwin Bhai, for us, for our generation, is son of Samji Bhai. Samji Bhai used to come to our house and sing bhajans. Is that right? So, and then we just never. I mean, I don't remember you grow as I was on a different class to yours, but a different generation. Not a generation, but indeed, Ashwin Bhai, thank you very much. It's nice to see you in person. Actually, having communicated with you in the past.
We remember you as Little Muni, and those memories are still. Yes, indeed. Wonderful to see you, hear your voice. Hopefully, God willing, we'll meet again in person one of these days.
Okay, thank you very much. So now we're going to get Prabhaben's brother, Prabhaben. Unmute her.
Tamar Bhai.
Okay, I see my brother. Deepika, if you can get Smita. My brother is on that phone.
On Smita.
Okay, I'll get Smita for you.
Yes.
Smita, can you just say hello to us or something? Just unmute and say hello, and then I will be able to pick you up a little bit quicker. Is your name? Oh, here. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just going downstairs to help my brother.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so you're not on, Smita.
Yeah, that's my sister. Yeah. He's not feeling too well, so let's see what he can see.
I'm sorry, but I still haven't got him on the screen.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry, I can't see on the screen. I can hear you, but I can't see on the screen. Is your screen says Smita, or what does the screen say? What is your name on the screen?
Smita. Smita M.
Got the screen on, sorry.
Can you see me now?
No, your screen is not on.
My screen? Oh, it is on.
Now it's on. Now it's on.
Good. Can you see me now?
Yes. Right on the top left on.
Yeah, please start, and I'll find you. We'll just continue the meeting.
Yes, I would like to thank everyone who took part here. This was a great tragedy. I was 14 at that time, so like Arvind narrated, I remember every bit, but I don't want to bore you all. But what I'd like to say is, after all this time, we still had 80 odd people participate. That just shows how much respect and feelings we have for each other. And I would really like to thank everyone who has participated today, whether they were there or not. Your support is really, really appreciated. All we can do is still pray for all the 4 souls to rest in peace. But thank you all for your very kind. I mean, you have given up precious time on a Saturday afternoon, evening, morning for us, and we are really grateful. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. So if you could have a bhajan now, please.
Yes, Usha will be next.
Thank you.
Usha is
Bhabi.
singing.
तोरा मन दर्पण
से चाहे भाग ले कोई, मन से भाग न पाए। तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए। भले बुरे सारे कर्मों को देखे और दिखाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Vinabai, do you have another singer, perhaps, if anybody wants to sing another bhajan?
કોઈ પણ જેને ન ગાયું હોય એ આવે તો it would be good. ઈચ્છા હોય તો definitely.
Anila Bardwa is a good singer. Anila Bardwa, if you have one on your cuff, it'll be a nice quick one, but otherwise the family.
You can sing if,
Can I sing one, please?
Lovely.
Sure.
Yes, of course. I'll just spotlight you. Just one moment.
Sure.
Jai Shri Krishna Bhajane Jai Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Okay. तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो साथी, तुम्ही सहारे, कोई ना अपना सिवा तुम्हारे। तुम्ही हो साथी, तुम्ही सहारे, कोई ना अपना सिवा तुम्हारे। तुम्ही हो नैया, तुम्ही खेवैया, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो। जो खिल सके ना वो फूल हम हैं, तुम्हारे चरणों की धूल हम हैं। जो खिल सके ना वो फूल हम हैं, तुम्हारे चरणों की धूल हम हैं। दया की दृष्टि सदा ही रखना, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो। जय श्री कृष्ण।
त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनाम् मृत्योर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
That was so nice. That was so nice. હવે રંજન મિસ્ત્રી માસી છે લાઈન ઉપર, તો માસી એક બે શબ્દ કહેવા હોય તો પ્લીઝ કહેજો ને પ્લીઝ. રંજન
What's the name? What's the name on the screen?
રંજન
please?
મિસ્ત્રી.
Ranjanman, is your screen name Ranjanman Mistry? Can you just say a few words to us? I can, or start actually, if you can just start and then I'll pick you
Yeah.
up. Are you there, Ranjanman? Jai Shri Krishna? Can't hear you. Vinubai, is she there today?
She's there, she's logged on, but I don't see her responding. Maybe.
Okay, Ranjanman, I'll try and find her for the next one. Anybody else on your list? Queue?
Yeah. What I'll do is now try and hand it over to Prabhabin and Kokilabin, and to say the final words. Thank you so much.
Kokilaben, could you unmute, please? Thank you.
Okay. I don't know where to start. It's been really overwhelming in the sense that so many people that I didn't know, so many young ones, so many Vadilo, as you would call them. After so many years, we have all gathered to pay homage to my brothers and the other 3 souls that were lost. My brain is a fog with all kinds of emotions. I see a lot of young people, including my 2 children, Vinod's daughters, and it's very gratifying. I don't know how I will ever thank them all, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish my mother was alive to see this, but wherever she is, I'm sure she's feeling this love. I am a very strong believer in prayers, and I know wherever the souls are, the prayers have reached them, and I hope wherever they are, they're happy and safe. Thank you all. Thank you all. There are too many names, but I will never forget. This gratitude will always be with me and my family. Thank you.
Thank you both. I have got a request from Dharmishta, and it is to give Dharmishta and Kiran a few moments to say a few things. Thank you. So kindly unmute, please, and I'll find you.
Hello. My name is Mishta. I was only 10 years old when this incident happened. Sorry. The lasting memories I have of my brothers are when myself and Daksha were playing in the shop storeroom. Cheekily, we would play with the toys Vachubai had brought to sell in the shop. Then once finished, we would pack it back up as if it were new and nobody would be wiser. But he always knew what we got up to and never said a word to us. With regards to my brother Satish Bhai, I always remember Ba making tikki puri and batitanu shak for him. It was his favorite. She would then go on to make it every anniversaries after he and Bhaji were taken away from us. Those are the only 2 memories I can think of them, and a huge thank you to Vinod Pai, Kokila and Prabhaben for organizing such an event. All the memories are flooding back, and we really miss our brother. And today is our daddy's death anniversary as well. So we say we remember him and say prayers for his loss as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. it's been seriously a serious event that has happened this year. Only thing that I remember to say is that दूसरे का दुखड़ा दूर करने वाले तेरे दुख दूर करेंगे राम. Few years later, we had a terrible tragedy in our family. And this thing kind of helps to soothe our tragedies too, at the same time as we are dealing with this tragedy. Thank you, everybody. Kokilaben, please. Let me hear you.
I think it's Kiran. Okay, so I'm the youngest in the family. I was very, very little when the tragedy happened, so I don't have many memories to share with everyone. But this subject was rarely discussed at home because it was too painful for everyone to talk about. So today, I would like to say a special thank you to Alvin Bhai, who gave us a detailed account of the actual event happened on the day. And this is the first time I'm hearing the full story. So I'm really, really, really grateful to Alvin Bhai for sharing that with us. And not only me, my nieces and nephews, and they all, I'm sure, appreciate knowing the exact details of the event. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. I'm so grateful to you. Arvind Bhai, you also apologized to my family, but I would say there was no need for you to apologize. It wasn't your fault. So don't feel anything bad about it. It's not your fault. But thank you very much for sharing the event with us. Thank you. Thank you very much, Vinod Bhai, Prabhaben, and Kokila for organizing this event as well. And Prabhaben at the beginning said it is very painful every time she thinks about her brother. It's very painful. Like I said, I was very little, so I didn't even have a chance to know them. But it is as painful to those who known them before. Then for me, it is equally as painful whenever we talk about it. So I think it's the only thing I can think is that they were taken away before their time, and that is the reason why we all feel such pain. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Kiran. Your kind words.
Arvind Bhai, please. Arvind Bhai, bolo.
Kiran, you were such a small baby in those days. Whenever we used to come to your house, every day after the passing away of our brothers, my friend and Jitu Bhai and Dinesh and Rasik Bhai, but we always were there. And we, meaning my family, meaning our extended family, have adopted your family as one family. And we have been very close to Mota Bhai, Suresh Bhai. Mara pranam tamne, Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Kokila, Prafula Ben, Dharmishta, અને દક્ષા, તમને બધાને મારા ખૂબ ખૂબ જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. હંમેશા હું તમને મારા હૃદયમાં રાખું છું, ભૂલી નથી ગયો. જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. ભગવાન તમને બધાને શક્તિ આપે, તમારું દુઃખ હળવું થાય. પ્રભા, Damu, I know you very well from 70s. We stayed together in West Harrow. I think you might have forgotten me, but Prabha and Damu, I don't remember the little siblings of yours, but I only remember you, Rajni, Damu, and Hashmukh Bala, અને પપ્પા ને મમ્મી. મારા બહુ ખૂબ જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ તમને બધાને. I hope we keep in touch again, Prabha. I have been looking for you for many years. I also took your telephone from Rajni last time you came to UK, or Damu came to UK. Yes. Okay.
Okay, if Prabha could say a few words, please, Prabha, man, over to you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Arvind Bhai. Really appreciate what you said about us, and definitely, please, I look forward to hearing from you. In my closing remarks, I forgot the person I really need to thank more than ever is Vinod. He has put this whole thing together in such a short notice, and I don't think we could have managed anything without him. Deepika, of course, she was busy, but look at her. She's here today. She's helping us out. And Deepika, truly appreciate your help. Our families were very close. I won't say that close, but we knew. And as Vinod mentioned earlier, we were classmates. We ran into each other just a few months ago. And I feel like I've always known him. We haven't, there was not this 60 years of gap. I love Ami and Trina. And it's been great. I can only, say that life has been very good for all of us. I think that's what our parents wanted. Our parents, no wonder, I think a little bit of their heart died that day. But my brother's dream was to be a good person, he was always a caring person. He was determined to serve, help with the family, help us grow up in a nice way, and we have honored his memory in that way. And Vinod, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Usha too, and all the singers who sang, and everybody else who participated, all the players. My classmates, Bhanu, she wasn't there when all this happened. She went to India at 9 years, but she's here today. Her mother is here today. I really feel honored. Thank you all. Thank you, Deepika.
It's my pleasure. It's final words from Vinubai, and I guess Vinubai will decide whether if there's anybody wants to speak. Thank you. Vinubai, you need to unmute, or shall I unmute for you? Okay. Unmute, please, Vinubai. Vinubai, unmute.
I think most of the people have spoken at this time. And thank you so much for everybody to get together to deal with this very unfortunate event that happened way back in past, but still lives within us. Thank you again. And if only anybody wants to make any other comment, we will wind up this session.
Vinod, Arvind here again. Thank you very much. Vinod, we spoke some six months ago about this event we wanted to organize. You didn't know anything about it, called me, and I had briefed you about the event. And Manu Asha Katano, he gave you my contact number to speak to me, and eventually Prabhat and Kokila with you regarding organize these bhajan prayers. Deepika, you are marvelous, you're great. Generosity is beyond thanking you, but we thank you very much. And thank you very much for bringing us together as three families together today. Thank you.
We have Sorry, I'm just going to mute everybody, and then I have got.
Can I, before you unmute anybody, Vinu, can I just do the last 2 lines of the Shanti part? Can I just sing?
Nirban, we've got one person who wants to speak. Sorry, if I can just
then
get.
Afterwards, yeah. Okay, then afterwards.
Okay, would you like to speak now, Kenny?
Correct?
Go ahead, Kenny, speak.
Is that right? And
Did you want to, did you raise your hand?
platelet transfusion. And this was because your platelets dropped.
Hello, this is Kericho Patel from USA, Florida. I remember this incident because my dad was involved in it. He used to narrate me all these stories and told me how he could not save these children. And he wished that he could have done a lot to save these children. So my sincere condolences to the kids who did not survive that time. Though my dad survived, he usually talked to me about them. So let these kids rest in peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Can I, Vinu, can I do last Shanti part now? Can I do Shanti
Hello,
part
Vinod.
now?
Hello, Vinod. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Kokila here.
Yes, Kokila.
Thank you, everybody, each and everyone, friends and family, for joining us in prayer. I appreciate it a lot. And thank you, each and everyone from that. And thank you to Brother Vinod. Thank you ever so much for organizing all this event for us. And it was so nice of you to do that. Go together, everybody, all the family here. So my children are.
I'm going to have a little listen to this.
Apologies, Kokilaben. We just need to, if we could just unmute again, please. Sorry.
Any pain?
You seem to be unmuted. Yeah.
No, no pain.
So you didn't hear whatever I said?
We missed just the last sentence, sorry.
So I was just thanking Vinod for doing all this, and thank you very much, and may our brother's soul rest in peace, and thank you ever so much for everybody joining. Thank you.
Niruben.
Yeah, okay. This is the last pratna. Please, bija badha mute ma rejo. Om Dyo Shanti Antariksha Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apah Shanti Aushadya Shanti Vanaspatayah Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvasya Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shanti Reti Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna.